happening at FedEx Field.
They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up
with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. Second down coming up.
Tackled at the 27-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And this will be incomplete.
Wentz's pass.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air, it made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground. You just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And an Eagle first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
34-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
The ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Sanders. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. They'll run it, Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Right back to him on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Rashad Jones.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
Now Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Go, go, go.
Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have the football at the 20-yard line.
Their own 20-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LID. This makes the destination all I want to see. Ocean from residences,
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And an Eagle first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage.
So people been playing defense in this one. There's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll move the chains.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
3-yard gain on the play.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
First down, Eagles.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Philadelphia.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Eagles 14. Washington, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Haskins. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
At their own.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down.
46-yard line.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Hey, MC.
Wentz now on 1st down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. There's Jalen Rager, his first NFL catch. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Eagles 21. Washington.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Good for a Washington.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 1st down, Washington. Haskins finding McLaurin.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
He's brought down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Haskins. He'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. From the gun, Haskins. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
The 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 2nd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Haskins' pass intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again. Here's Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Robert Foster. Darius Slay on the coverage.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Operating from the gun. Haskins toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Steven Sims, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
Miles Sanders with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
3rd and 7.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
Their own 23-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Miles Sanders, the ball carrier.
Well, one thing we certainly know, Alabama churns out first-round picks, and there's another nice play there by one of them, Jonathan Allen, the big defensive tackle.
Wynn's going to try and throw on 3rd. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
To Terry McLaurin. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Haskins. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here's Jackson to return. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Steven Sims on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. To throw again, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson.
Oh, that's a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. This is brought in by Gibson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Gibson. He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Eagles 28. Washington.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. Don't get nervous. Stop Mike 42.
Operating from the gun. Haskins looking left side and completing it to Thomas. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
You better bring it. Mike's 42.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins.
And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time.
Picked off at the 33. Boy, so another interception seat. it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
By Reuben Foster.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
First down,
in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. Sanders has the first down and much more. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Sanders toss left side, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from a yard out. And this offense is running away with this one. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Smith. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The throw taken in by Sims. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. A shotgun snap for Smith. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 3. We got 18 rally.
Throwing again. Smith. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now.
35. Washington 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter.
46 down, man.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. More muscle up front for this second and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Sims on the return. Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Ship. Trap 60. Go.
Out of the gun, Smith. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Watch the screen. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, watch the slant.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Today's final.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I...